Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting episode of Watch Me Play Warframe. And today, I'd like to try something new. I just want to kind of show you guys a little bit about the game. I jumped right into gameplay before because that's a lot of time what people want to see. They want to see the action of the game before they can really make a decision if they want to play it or not. So, now that we've established some of that gameplay, I'd like to kind of show you a little bit, like I say. So, first off, you start off in the main, top end screen. This is the world map, if you will, of Warframe. It's just the galaxy, as we know it, with a couple of new additions. And you have all your menu bars around the outside, of course, as you can see. So, starting here with the arsenal, is where all your frames and your weaponry will be stored, items, and like inventory containing like materials that you've gained along the way. Your contacts, of course, supports all your contacts, online pending, clans, recently played, things like that. The market, obviously, where you can buy new weapons. Now, you can obviously spend real money, and you can also spend in-game currency to get like the blueprints you need to make the frames, even the blueprints to make the weaponry, things like that. So everything is acquirable in-game. You don't need to purchase anything if you don't want to. Supporting the developers is always nice, of course, and they have some things that you can only acquire through like this stuff is like bandanas and helmets that don't really give you that much of an edge. The helmets will give you a little bit, but those you can even still work for. Just the bandanas, which are completely cosmetic, you have to pay for. So, let's see. And then gear, like little things, fireworks, yeah, restore blueprints. Those are items to restore ammo during the map, which I don't really tend to use right now because, we're just doing beginner stuff right now for fun. So, now I'll show you the arsenal here, because it is a completely different screen. So, like I say, it's very easy to understand this game, and it's very pretty to look at as well. So, start off with your frames. You have all your frames in here. I have, how many? 5 slots? You have to buy additional slots if you want to carry more frames, or you can just sell them off. You can always rebuild them. The point is to level it up to max and get the most experience out of it and kind of find the frame that you want to use. The assault rifle slot, your main primary weapon slot, and again, those are things like machine guns or bows and arrows, snipers, shotguns, like primary weapons, like in most other, third or first person shooter games. They all have a rank level, and as you level up your primary rank over here, you'll unlock the ability to use different weapons as you go on. The next slot is your pistol slot. Now, you can dual wield or single wield, and those are kind of just different blueprints, different sets of weapons. Example, the Viper, you need to build 2 of these and then get the blueprint for the Twin Vipers to use the Twin Vipers. It's very simple, again, as I say, very easy to play. Everything is acquirable. They don't hold you back. And then your melee slot, which contains some throwing weapons, some melee, some swords, daggers, axes. I have this as well, but I'm just waiting to collect it. I have too many weapons I can't hold anymore. And then you have your worm. This is like your sentinel slot. It's called the worm, I suppose, but this is your sentinel. And I suppose I could mention, I'm very terrible at this, you'll have to forgive me, but on the right side here, it kind of shows you what the stats are for this specific item. This number here is like your PvP level. Now this is the rank of my suit, and this is my total rank. So when I switch to the burst in here, see how it's still 636 for this whole setup. And that's counting the mods that are equipped. So again, for each of these things, they have an upgrade option. And this brings you to the mods. Now this is like the core of like making your suit kind of tweaked and individual in your own way, if you want to be more stealth or whatever. you get these mod cards, and I picture them like cards. Like if you guys ever played like Magic the Gathering or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, like a physical card that you kind of like amass over like all these cards that like duplicate cards. But you equip these cards on certain, slots, and you can level up these cards. You can see there's 3 little lines like right here on the card. Like that shows it's level 3 out of 5. And as I level it, the stats go up, and the cost may go up or down depending on what kind of mod it is. The aura mods give you more capacity, while these ones take away capacity. Like they're minus this number, and this is an up 5, more 5. So like I say, now as well you can see there's 2 colors here. I wish I could, let's do this. I'll unequip this here. So this slot here has the symbol on it. This has no slot symbol. So when I match this, the 5 cost becomes half cost, rounded up. So you have these 4 slots in most suits that'll be matching these symbols. Now I don't have my 4th power equipped. The super jump ability I kind of dislike for the most part. So I don't equip it, and I get a negative here because that's not matching the right symbol. It's the wrong symbol. So I get a negative bonus of 5. It's supposed to double it, round it down to some weird degree. Or maybe it just adds 1, I guess. Depends on the mod and how high level it is. So, but again, you just level up your mods to increase their abilities. Like I have armor, power efficiency, speed, recharge, health. I have this guy being more of a tank that can run around and use his powers quite a bit, with his powers, of course, and reducing their strength. So you can make multiple sets of these. Oh, yeah, that's fine. To tweak it in multiple ways, which is really fun. You could even like color code them if you wanted to, because you have 3 colors. And then part of the more advanced part is that you get 1 capacity per 1 level that you get. So my suit's level 30, but I actually have a 60 capacity because I've equipped this, what is it, like an Orokin catalyst. I may have mentioned it in one of my previous videos here, but when you do that, you double your capacity. So you go from 30 to 60, or even if you put it on at level 1, you'd be at like 2 mod capacity at level 1 or whatever. So now the polarize, the forma, if you use a forma to polarize it, and they call it like a potato or whatever, I don't care, you can change the polarization right here of your powers. So you can get a better capacity. You can level up your mods much higher than like what mine are right now. Like some of these are only halfway, and I only have 4 left. So I can only level up a few of these a couple more times. So just to kind of demonstrate the leveling portion of this, it's really simple. You can go into your mod menu, and this is like your items, like all your mods, installed mods on this current piece that I'm looking at from the last menu. Your Warframe mods, all of them that you own. The lit up ones are ones that are equipped in certain situations. Guns, secondary. You get the picture. Cores are just useless, like not really useless. They serve a purpose, but they're not a power. You can't equip them. You just fuse them. But you can fuse anything into anything to make it stronger. So, for example, I may want to take one of my equipped mods, look at it and say, well, maybe I should level something that's lower, like my super special. Let's level that up. So I'd want to fuse it. We'll cover transmute in a second. You want to fuse this mod with another mod. So then I want to go over to like my course. So I could use, well actually I should double check my Warframe. If I have another radial javelin, I could fuse that together. So we'll go down, radial javelin. No, I just have another radial blind there, which is probably maybe equipped, yeah. So I don't want to fuse that together. So again, we'll go back to the course here, and I'll look here, rare 5, say common 3, and let's, can we find like a 1 or something? Rating. Yeah, that'll be fine. I don't really care. I'll have to level up more than that. But you see, it levels up. It increased the cost of it, but it doesn't say on here directly because this is like one of the rare powers, suit powers. But it increases basically like the strength of the javelins, maybe reduces the cost of it a little bit. So I'm actually going to take this to the limit. And I don't want to use maybe my rare 5s because that'll be a lot. Let's actually not do that either. Is there common 3? I wonder if I could just actually undo that. Boom. Well, I suppose I got to go even further. Yeah, I might as well just use one more of that, one more of that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's all the way max level. Might as well level up my superpower all the way. This is my like ultimate, as you would say. And my blind, I don't use the blind as often as I maybe should, but I still have 2 levels here, so let's level up some of that steel fiber. Yeah. So we're gonna look at right there, fusion, and I actually do want to see again if I have any steel fusions. Sort by name. Yeah, steel fiber, there we go. So, I might as well just eat those up. Oh. Yeah, see, that's cool. Tells me if I fuse it, Nova won't be able to use this anymore. Because Nova's not high enough and doesn't have enough empty slots to take the upgrade right now. So I'm actually going to leave it like this. I'm just going to apply the fusion. It's almost at the next level. I can just leave it like that. It'll hold on to that level amount. It won't forget about that, which is really nice. So you can like level your stuff over time. Yeah. So that's the basic upgrade system right there, as you saw. So you can like put critical strike stuff. Like, see, I have 125% plus crit chance. Now plus, so it takes your regular crit and adds 125% of that to your crit. So if your crit was like 0.5, your crit would be then like 1, you know? 1.25 or, you know what I'm saying, 1.05. Anyways, I can't math. You know, armor piercing, more damage, electrical damage, you know, so you can put like elemental stuff in there, piercing. There's lots of cool little mod cards that you can upgrade and make yourself really interesting with your powers. Now as well, with that upgrade I mentioned, you can transmute. Now transmuting will take 4 mods that are the same, so I can grab some of these shotgun mods because I have lots of them. So you can take like 4 mods, 4 of any mods. They don't need to be the same, I guess. Just 4 of any mods, and you can just transmute them. I don't have any money. I spent all my money on keys the other day. But you transmute them, and you just get like a random card. So it's really cool if you've just accumulated so many cards that you can't do anything with. You just transmute them, and maybe get a rare mod. Get that one that you're looking for. That you've been grinding series or whatever for. So yeah, that's the basic elements of the game. As far as navigating inside the planet system here, you click on a planet. It's not that hard. Rocket science again, like I say, it's not that hard. You can hold and drag around to the different planets, and when you get to areas that have like this, where it's red, the line shows that there's locked. I can't get in there. The blue is areas that I have not done yet. White is areas that I have. Again, I could go this way and show you. Some blue areas, blue and lock. And again, well, I should say, not again, but for the first time, if you have a buddy with you that's playing and he's already out to Outer Terminus or whatever, he can pick that level and you can join him, and then it's unlocked for you. Like, I may have some places out here, like I've been to Wendell doing this capture mission. Whatever, right? So all this still is locked. So it still makes you work for it. These are nightmare missions, the ones with the skulls. They're just incredibly hard. A nightmare survival. I wouldn't even want to think about trying that. So they're kind of spread out over the place. If you're still playing the game as a newbie and you come in to Mercury or Venus like here, and there's a skull right there, I would recommend not doing it. I would recommend just doing the other missions again, for that matter. And it's not to say you're too weak, but it's that they're too difficult for just somebody fighting at their level in the area that they're at right now. So, word to the wise, like I say, or this would be bad news for a newbie coming in right now. They should always put some kind of code that doesn't put it on a primary line right until there. That way you have some options, you know, maybe at least until here, where you get to go to, you know, Mars or Jupiter, and you have some work already done. Like, put it on the side here. You know, come on, they can't advance anymore. Too hard. The conclave missions are based on PvP, friendly, fair PvP fights between clans, they said, but it's just between anybody. And the level range shown there on the screen is for your suit. So that's 50 to 150. And if you look at my ranking here, I'm at 696. So I would not be able to participate in that one. Let's see if there's one over here. This is to 250, so I wouldn't be able to do that one. There's one that's over my head. So yeah, there's tons of PvP zones for you to inspect. This is a really weak one, I'm sure. Europa. Oh, I can't. There you go. So that would be one kind of in my range. I'd be probably a little weaker than some people just ride and rate at like 980 or something weird like that, just working their combos. So yeah, I mean, the missions are somewhat similar to each other, and like the go in and like break something, or go in and rescue somebody, kill everybody, survive for a short time, or defend something, or defend like multiple moving points. Sometimes you have to go in and like steal some information, so you'll have to like carry it, and you'll have to have your pistol out, or you have to drop it each time when you go to use your rifle. So those are like tough rounds for ammo consumption and things like that nature. So let me actually, you know, at this point, I think I'm going to cut at this point because I don't want to jump into gameplay. We can save that for the next episode. I just wanted to cover some of the basic menus. I mean, I don't need to cover back buttons and chatting and things of that nature. You guys can read your own stats and figure out these minor little things. The big point is showing you how to navigate through here, how to equip mods, and talking about the leveling and what all these little tiny things mean that you kind of learn over time that they don't describe anymore. So yeah, like I say, leave a comment, please. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. I do talk to a lot of you guys in person, but it would be great to get it on paper, because that starts communication. Other people feel less intimidated if somebody else talks first, and I'm talking to you guys, so please. And again, I'm still learning, I'm still getting better at this. I really appreciate you guys putting up with me. So until we meet again, Sair signing off. See you guys later.